Yeah. That's. Tonight's going to be one of these really great shows that I get to learn a lot of different stuff, and we get to put things out about the scene and your love of what you do, and you don't have to be known all over the world, and you don't you just do what you do and you keep it going. And Lee is, to me, he's a part of the backbone that makes up sort of not only the blues but many other sort of musical disciplines that he works with. Yeah, I mentioned that he got in the Navy, got out of the Navy, formed a band called Lee James and the Groove Ends, and then they play every place they could here in the what they call the San Francisco Bay Area for you people watching in London or Nairobi or wherever. And then by 1970 it was time for Lee to re-up on his southernness and went back to Louisiana. And he hung out there for a while and played with a bunch of bands out there, Donnie Williams and Charles James. And he kind of came back here and decided he'd just get off the bus and stick around a while. He's stuck around for quite a while. He's been a cat that's making things happen here on the West Coast, or here specifically in the city of Pacifica and places beyond. Lee is sitting next to me now. Lee Macdaddy James, put your hands together for him. Hello, man. Thank you so much for coming here.
Pleased to be here.
Yeah, man. You're a force to be reckoned with. Have some of this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's Panther urine.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a force to be reckoned with.
That's a Latimer cocktail.
Oh, yeah. You do so many things, and you do so many things well, and you do lots of. When you push the computer and you program everything, and for you it makes it a lot easier because it's just you. You don't have a big band and all that to mess with.
Well, I have the one-man band, and then I have a 5-piece band, so it depends on the size of the venue.
Yeah.
I found that my little one-man band with the tracks and the piano and the guitar and whatever, I can do a lot of nice little restaurants, little places. And then when I get to be, where there's very large venues where we really need to have, more of a presence of people than we had at the folks. But I do the one-man band with Carnival Cruise Line and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Line.
God, you must have loved that.
Oh, yeah. And whatever you want, I'll play. I love the blues.
I don't know. We don't know enough about each other. Do you? You have a family out here on the West Coast?
Yes, believe it or not, I moved to Pacifica in 1968.
All right.
68. 68. Yeah, 1960. Houses were $12,000 then.
Yeah.
So.
And you got one?
Oh, I got 3 or 4 here. I have a smart wife.
Well,
my wife
it's a good thing she's watching, I hope.
My wife for 46 years, she said, you got to do something positive. So my children are 46 and 38 and 29.
Do they follow in your footsteps musically or anything?
They all studied classical piano, which I did for 10 years too.
Yes,
and they all play some form of music. My family a musician, but my daughter's an engineer and my sons are in technical fields, so they all got into the computer sciences thing as kind of following my kind of footprint. I said, I love the music, I'm going to do this, but you really need to have something.
And therein lies a really important thing for some people to catch. You're not just a musician cat. You got a couple degrees in what, computer science?
Computer science. It started back in '67.
You actually have expanded on your life by, you teach line dancing?
Yes, I teach line dancing, Chicago stepping, salsa, zydeco.
How is that going here in the West Coast?
We have been lucky. We have quite a nice little contingency of folks that are now in the line dance with me. I have some favorite people that you may know some of them. But some of my best line dancers happen to have the last name of Latimer.
Latimer?
They went, who's that?
That's cool. Yeah, Sandy loves doing it, and our daughter Rachel as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so here you are, there's this cat, you're on the show as a guy playing some blues, and that's definitely a huge part of who you are.
Yes. The
And then
history.
you're doing so many things, and then you're also doing was it an oldies, golden oldies deal?
Oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
I call Lost in the 50s, and I do that with music and video. And I'm doing that at a few places. I was at Cheers for a while with it. I'm now at Sonny's, which would be the old Diamonds restaurant. I've done some at Nick's Rockaway. I've done some at the old Kokomo's back in the day.
Yeah.
Done a little at the Latimer station, so I've probably worked at every little place around town. And the flavor of what I do when I do the music and the video is the oldest but goodies, old school. So I like it.
To me, it seems that you're like we are similar. I think this is for me is not a money issue. That's why I do this television. It's about opening up the goodness that can be out there. And I think that's why you do it. And you're such a busy, incredible, active person.
It was so fun. I started really trying to play the guitar when I was about 12, and wife made me get a real job, and our agreement was that after the kids were grown and gone and everything, I could go back and play music. So I've reinvented myself in these last 30 years that I have left. I play the blues, I teach dancing, and I travel around the world. So
that's sweet, and that's a part of your life, and that's what you do in your scene.
Yes.
And which makes you really a big part of certainly the blues thing that's going on, but the other things that you're doing. You're a happening cat that probably a lot of people will never even hear of or know, but that ain't the point. The point is your point. You're fulfilling your heart and soul. Lee, Macdaddy, James, they tell me it's time to stop, but later will you come and play another little piece for us?
I'd be honored to. I'm so pleased to be here and finally make it to the...
this is very cool, man. Thanks so much. I do appreciate it. You taking the time. You got a busy thing going on. Put your hands together for me. Yeah, Lee, Macdaddy, James. Yeah, this cat's something else.